What's up, people? So this should be the last entry for Batman Arkham Origins.
If
And
I
I
can
gotta
use my
say,
remote
man, this
battery
was a
to
really
power
fucking
up the
cool
pump
game.
generator, it'll raise the water level in the lock.
I wish I had known about this game a long time ago.
I can raise the water level in the lock, but I need to power up the pump generator first. I need to deliver power to the pump generator to raise the water level in the lock below. If I can use my remote batarang to deliver power to the pump generator, it'll raise the water level in the lock. I can raise the water level in the lock, but I need to power up the pump generator first. I need to deliver power to the pump generator to raise the water level in the lock below.
Okay, now we're getting nowhere. I fucking hate inverted. Fucking hate it. My brain does not work inverted. Hey, there we go. Son of a bitch. At least I had Batman to tell me what the fuck to do this time. Okay. It helps when you know. Hey, look at that shit. Oh no. I guess I got a duck. Come on, Chief. Hit the target. What the fuck? Where do I go? What do I do?
Ding dong, the bat is dead. Which old bat? The damn old bat. Ding dong, the damn old bat is dead.
Damn thing. Ah. This is annoying. And the funny thing is, I don't even know what the hell to do at the end yet. Oh, that's what you do. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I kill your friend? Whoops! My bad.
Okay. Let's see if we can't do it this time. Now that we mostly know what the hell we're doing. Let me go ahead and plug in my controller too. It would be really shitty if that went out. Hey, calm your shit. Don't need to go into no fucking bat vision. There we go. Now we're getting nowhere.
How much further? We're almost there. I can taste the bat is here. What?
It sure is.
Do it like it'll.
With a little Christmas reminder, if you all want to get out of here alive tonight, what are you going to do? Bring the bat. Very good. And how do I want this talking stuff delivered? This is a little game I like to call Kill or Be Killed. Here's how it works. You kill Batman, or I kill you. Got it?
Shut your face, or I'll shut it for you.
blade.
Just kill me and get it over with.
Think I'll make you suffer first. That asshole said he's going to the crapper.
Attention, prisoners! Have I got a deal for you? Bring me the bat's body, and you get to go free. Of course, if you don't bring him to me, you die.
Over here! Over here!
Where you running? Here! You wanna die? Where are you? It's alright! Just need a minute to reload. Don't kill me! Don't be killing! My lucky day!
My knight in shining armor.
Maybe those hostages know where the Joker's hiding. Are you okay?
What's it to you?
You were almost killed.
Occupational hazard. Look, I know why you're here. He's in the Panopticon, and he's waiting for you.
Where is my little bat gone? Oh, where can he be? His scowl, his temper so foul. I hope that he's coming for me.
Going downtown. Still standing. Oh, we got him. This is one of
Apparently, the Joker's afraid of me. Wouldn't let me out. And for good reason. I don't like having my time wasted.
You should have known trying to kill me was a waste of your time.
Well, you won't have to worry about that anymore. Not unless someone else puts up 50 million bucks.
I wasn't worried.
Fucking Deathstroke. That would have been a great fucking final boss, honestly. Big guy's a real pain in the ass. I need to get me some clearance here.
Ask me if all you want. Doing this.
Now there's guns.
He's just a little guy. Christmas. I'm gonna snap you in half. Go on! Size me up while you walk. He can't take us all.
I don't talk about it, like focus. Complete opposite direction. Damn, I'm really getting fucked up here now. Oh my god.
A simple feat.
Oh, he's just a little.
They put you in here with a lot of brutes.
Wasn't dead yesterday.
This is like fucking rough.
Rearrange your face. Get ready. Don't attack one at a time. Get your head off. Get ready for a beat. Here comes the pain. Gotta be my foot. Get ready. This is getting bad.
Ah, dick. Trying to focus on this fucking dude with a gun. And he won't do it.
Think you special?
There we go. That was rough. There we go.
Let him go.
I understand you. You had a chance to let me die, and you didn't take it. I bet right now you're wishing you had. I've killed a lot of people. I brought the city to its knees, crippled the police force, and it's not even time to unwrap our presents. Ship it!
Let's do this.
Okay, okay. So, what our friend Bane holds in his hand is a heart monitor. Once he clamps it on, every beat of his bacon little heart will charge the battery on this electric chair. And when it's fully charged... So either you kill Bane...
No, I won't kill him.
But you will. You will fight me with all your resolve, or you will die. Someone is going to die. You, me, or the clown. The question of which one of us it is in your hands. A compassion would be home, mourning the loss of his servant and lifelong companion. Yet here you are. Now we are getting somewhere.
Just you should live. Oh, good lord.
Careful, Jim. When that chair goes off, that's 2,000 volts. You won't make it.
You don't need to.
Jim. Have a seat, Jimbo. We'll fry together like two little potato latkes.
I got a pulse.
I'll jumpstart your heart. Kill you again.
May you find the peace in death that you did not find in life.
I'm not looking for peace. I can use my shock gloves to temporarily stop Bane's heart.
Over here, Batman! Fight me!
Can be good for your heart. You're stopping accidentally.
Well,
You've been broken.
I can use my shock gloves to temporarily stop Bane's heart. It's my only hope.
Oh, look, dear. I think Batman's actually trying to kill. He grew up so fast. Halfway there, Bat. Toot, toot. Watch out for the Bane train.
Prepare yourself! Stand your ground!
Said the Bat didn't have the guts to kill to save him. How about you,
There is nowhere safe!
He did it!
The game is over, Joker. Let Captain Gordon go.
Yeah. Put the gun down, freak.
How about I put you down?
Gordon!
Well, that's the Christmas spirit. Well, I'd love to stay and celebrate your victory, but I've got stockings to stuff, mistletoe to hang, and about 15 skyscrapers to blow up before sunrise. Ciao!
Thank God you had your vest on.
He's got my gun! Gordon, Joseph, I need your help to stop the Joker. Our help? You're the so-called vigilante. Or is one kill enough for you tonight? Bane's in cardiopulmonary arrest. I have only minutes to resuscitate him before it's too late.
You mean you didn't?
That's not how I do things. Now go. Come on.
You leave me no choice, Mr. Wayne.
Alfred, what do we know about TN1, the compound I found in Bane's lab?
I'll start looking into it now, sir. Master Bruce, the TN1 Bane just injected will reach its full potency in 10 minutes. If you can't defeat him by then, you won't be able to withstand his attacks.
Big guy's hunting the back.
Look, Gordon, you read me? You okay? Harvey, I need you to secure every exit out of Blackgate. Sewer and front doors, I don't care. The Joker cannot escape. We're on it. We got the place secure. Any updates? I'm with the warden. I think the Joker's heading to death row. We got the place surrounded. No way he can get out. You better be damn sure about that.
Face me!
Damn it! Fucking evaded right into a wall.
Be stealthy.
Why am I not? Thank you.
TN1 takes full effect. Use those electrified doors to your advantage.
I hate his fucking evades.
It appears the challenge mechanism has been activated. It would be wise to deactivate
Joker has Gordon pinned down in death row. I need to hurry.
Oh shit, he was right next to me. That's
I
weird.
have to use the environment to make change. It's over, Alfred. I've defeated Bane.
Master Bruce, are you all right?
Well,
Must find Batman.
Good luck with that.
Master Bruce, can you hear me?
Yes, and thank you for the help with Bane.
I trust he's down for good this time.
He's secure, and it appears the TN1 Bane took damaged his memory permanently.
Does that mean he won't be revealing your identity?
Looks that way.
Glad to hear it, sir. And the Joker?
He's still on the loose, but not for long.
This is Captain Gordon at Blackgate Prison. Requesting immediate medevac. Warden Joseph has been shot. Repeat, Warden Joseph is down.
EMT chopper en route. ETA 15 minutes.
Tell them to hurry up.
Where's Gordon?
Sniper! Would you locals back for more?
Are you for one night?
Not yet, you haven't.
Son of a bitch!
Screw this! Want the Joker? Take him.
Help me keep these guys off the warden.
Give me that.
You're trying to...
What are you?
You fight well.
I'll deal with you.
Had a rough chop.
I'll shut you.
Joseph, they're on their way. You're going to make it.
Where's the Joker?
He went through that door. Towards the chapel.
Thanks.
this? What a night!
Finish off the kill. Then back for more, eh?
Bane's still alive.
Now that's not funny. This rape! Is all this for you? Or for me? You must know. You just can't get it through your thick skull. We both exist because of them!
Give up! You've lost!
That's why you do it, isn't it? You like the way it feels. It's what you need! Come on, baby. Beat me till your knuckles bleed. Why quit there? You know there's only one way to stop me!
Any one of my guys would have killed him.
The city deserves better than that.
You know, my daughter thinks you're a hero. But I still have to bring you in.
Gordon, come in. What's your 20?
I'm in the chapel. We got the Joker.
Son of a bitch. You caught him. And how did you do that?
I had some help. I keep asking myself why I didn't bring him in. And I now know the truth is I let him go because of you. Because you believe in him. I don't know. They put me in charge of a station full of rotten cops. And I can't change them. Any more than I can change this damn city. Or at least, that's what I used to think.
Stop his heart. That is funny. Good one, Bats. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Maybe I can give them something to believe in. Maybe he can give them something to believe in.
Dude, that was a good fucking game. I was not expecting quite that good of a game. All the fucking boss fights were really engrossing. The story was cool, the character building was cool. The fact that you had so many iconic Batman villains. You had fucking Black Mask, the Joker, the Penguin, fucking Copperhead, Deathstroke, Bane. Ugh, that shit was greatness. They even made Firefly cool. I think that's amazing. That whole fucking Deathstroke fight alone had me sold, though. It was a bitch, but man, was it fun.
tried so hard, my dear, to show that you're my every dream. Yet you're afraid each thing I do is just some evil scheme. A memory from your lonesome past keeps us so far apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? Another crime before my time made your heart sad and blue. And so now you make me pay for things I didn't do. In anger, unkind words are said that make the teardrops start. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? You'll never know how much it hurts to never see you smile. You know you need and want to laugh, yet you claim it's not your style. Why do you hide behind that mask? I'm trying to do my part. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? There was a time when I believed that you belonged to me. But now I know your heart is shackled to a memory. You won't admit that we're the same, and it's tearing me apart! Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart?
Our next guest, political strategist Dean Snyder, has been following tonight's events since the start, more than 8 hours ago. Dr. Snyder, let's start with you. What's your view?
Well, Jack, it's a travesty. The ultimate failing of the justice system. A vigilante cleaning up our streets after countless deaths and bombings? What has happened to our police force? And what about James Gordon? He didn't exactly prove himself tonight.
Hold on a minute, Dean. Now, I'm no defender of the GCPD or Captain Gordon for that matter. Like you said, tonight's debacle is some reflection of his efficacy, but I can't see any police force in any municipality doing a substantially better job against criminals like this Joker character or any of the hired killers he's brought into town. I mean, these guys are a different breed. We've never seen anything like this. So for me, it's less a reflection on Gotham's cops and more of a reflection on the state of our country. A country where our mental health and education systems are so warped and broken that we produce criminals of this nature.
You raise an interesting point, Hank, but what I'm wondering is what we'll do next.
No, it's not an interesting point. It's just plain wrong. They're both wrong. This isn't about the police or the Batman. It isn't about the state of our nation somehow churning out a dangerous new batch of the criminally deranged. It's about the failing of one single institution. An institution which, in my view, represents the biggest threat to Gotham and its citizens. A time bomb, just waiting to go off. If tonight's events have taught us anything, it's that Blackgate is not the place to be housing our city's most dangerous offenders. Not one, but 2 prison breaks in the same night. All of tonight's tragedies would have been avoided if Gotham had a proper treatment facility for its top echelon offenders. A place with impenetrable security, where the most dangerous could be isolated, rehabilitated, and treated for their illness. A place like Arkham Asylum. And after what happened tonight, I promise the good people of Gotham that I will work tirelessly. I will lobby the city council, go to the governor if I have to, do everything in my power to get Arkham Asylum reopened, so we can all sleep a little easier.
There you have it. Quincy Sharp placing the blame for tonight's events not on the Batman, not on the Joker, but on Blackgate Prison, and pledging to return Arkham Asylum to full operations. We'll be back with more from Mr. Sharp and our other guests when the Jack Ryder Hour continues after this message.
That's kind of cool. I'm kind of wanting to see if they do an after credit scene. Some games do, some don't. I'm guessing that's the team that made it. Honestly, I'd have to give this game a really fucking high score, man. Like, maybe a 9 out of 10, honestly. I didn't like the whole fucking remote bat, what are they, fucking bat wings or whatever the fuck. But, other than that, this fucking game was greatness. Like, the opening fight with, Killer Croc was really cool. I like some of the cinematics they did. Excuse me. The Deathstroke fight was really, really just pulling you in. Such a great fight there. And I'm really glad because Deathstroke is such an important character. One of my all-time favorite DC characters. The Bane fight was cool. I like what they did with Firefly. I thought the Copperhead fight was really cool. So yeah, man. I have zero complaints with this game. I'm not sure what I'm gonna play after this as far as series. I want to do the Assassin's Creed, but there's so many games to that one. And considering I'd have to start with number 2. Which, I mean, honestly, starting out with the Ezio trilogy is a good place to start. The first game was cool, but, I mean, it was, you know, the, I don't know, like, introductory, and they didn't have everything refined yet, so it was kind of jerky in ways. I mean, they still had some of them problems in the Ezio trilogy, but it kept getting better and better with each game. I think, honestly, one of the games I've put the most time into overall is Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That fucking game was amazing to me. I won't be able to play Assassin's Creed 3 either, because that's not on the PS4. Every other game is, but 1 and Assassin's Creed 3, which is actually like the 5th. Wait. Yeah, it's the 5th game. Which I do think is kind of dumb. I mean, people were wondering why the hell Ubisoft would call it Assassin's Creed 3, because it was literally the 5th game in the series. The 3rd game was Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I understand it was the 3rd character they were using, but they kind of botched that a little bit. I think that was also the game they killed Desmond Miles, which I thought was really stupid. I mean, he was the main fucking protagonist for the whole series. It's like killing Link from Zelda or Mario. And it's funny because as I'm playing this, I got my Batman shirt on, and I got my big row of comics, and one of my display comics right now is Nightfall, the Breaking of the Batman, which if you know anything about Nightfall or the Breaking of the Batman, it's Bane breaks Batman's back. I have the entire Nightfall collection, of course. I started my love of comics with Green Lantern, which was honestly a really good place to start. Some of the old Green Lantern comics were just really fucking cool. Had some really awesome characters. And then I got into Superman, and got the Death of Superman series, which is, of course, another really classic comic set. And then I stuck with DC, and I kept going back and forth with a lot of DC comics. And I actually started Batman a lot later, and just happened to fall across the actual comic, The Breaking of the Batman. And then I got the rest of the Nightfall series. It was very, very cool, though. I could not have started with a better set, I think. My first Green Lantern set was Blackest Night, and I got fucking everything for Blackest Night, which is this huge crossover event. It has comics from Green Lantern, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Booster Gold. It's got like a single off for Suicide Squad and Catwoman. Who else does that have? Justice League of America, Teen Titans. Like, it was a huge, huge, huge comic crossover. So that's why when, I'm playing this game and I see these characters that I absolutely fucking love, it's it's just greatness for me. Especially Deathstroke. Like I have this like 10-inch statue of Deathstroke on one of my displays. I got a box with the Deathstroke masks in it. Like I fucking love Deathstroke as a character. So when I saw him, that was a great moment. And I'm honestly way more Deathstroke than I am Joker or Bane. Like, I've just always gravitated towards him. And that's why I'm like, um, Deadpool I love too, because he's kind of very, very similar. But he's such an obvious ripoff of Deathstroke. That's another thing I loved about the Justice League movie. I, I liked the Justice League movie. I didn't love it because it had very obvious problems. Had some huge pacing problems, had some continuity problems, and just sometimes some shitty writing. But I got to see the live action version of Deathstroke, and that was enough for the price ticket right there. I don't know who that actor is that plays Deathstroke, but he looks the part. Some long ass credits, man. I wanted to see if they did anything at the end, so I'm gonna hang through it, but they may not. Yeah, honestly, with the Justice League movie, even if it was complete shit, it would have still been good for me because it was everybody that I've always wanted to see on screen, on screen. I mean, you don't get any better than having, like, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Cyborg, and I get to interact on screen for the first time. And it's funny because there's a lot of characters that other people were, like, kind of big on that I was not. One example is Aquaman. Aquaman was a favorite part for a lot of people, and just, I mean, coming from what I know of Aquaman, and then seeing Momoa's role, it just didn't fit for me. And I think the problem was a lot of the verbiage that they used. They tried to modernize him a little bit too much in the movie, and it was like a clash of styles. And it's funny because I think really Superman was the highlight of the movie. I know they're in serious talks of doing Man of Steel 2, and I would definitely be up for that one. I hope the new Aquaman movie does really good. I really want something to get the DC universe headed in the right direction, and right now they are just hurting. They had Wonder Woman, that was great, and then they had Justice League, and that was not so great. And I'm not like the type of person to pick apart a movie, but you can't really deny some of the flaws that movie had, unfortunately. So I got one more Batman game to go. Chief Creative Officer Jeff Johns. Well, he did damn good with the game. Why couldn't he do good with the movies? Like, honestly, they let go of Jeff Johns because he was very instrumental in the movie making process, and clearly there's a loss of translation between comic to movie. He was great at the comic writing. Jeff Johns was actually the main writer for the Blackest Night series, and a lot of really big DC comics during that time. And you know, he obviously did these games and then went into the movies, and the movies just fell apart. And I don't know if that was on him or on anybody else, but man, they were bad. Speaking of, I'm collecting, I don't know if you guys know what the Kotobukiya statues are. He's a Japanese artist, but he's got this line of, like 6-7 inch statues of the Justice League and other DC characters, all from the New 52 line. And it's pretty cool, man. I got 6 out of 7. I got Green Lantern, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, and Cyborg. I just need the Flash. And then I'll have at least the 7 main for Justice League. Unless you count Martian Manhunter, then I need to get 8. And then I'm trying to figure out who all I want to get as the villains. Because they have a lot more villains than they do heroes in the DC universe. I know they got a really cool looking Sinestro. I want to get that. They got Black Manta. I know they got Lex Luthor for Superman. They got a Joker for Batman. And Cyborg, I guess you go with Teen Titans and get Deathstroke. They got a cool Deathstroke. Excuse me. I'm gonna look up play times for a couple of games real quick because that'll give me an idea of what to play next. thinking about playing Red Dead Redemption. I keep hearing a lot of really good stuff about that. And I know they got 2 coming out. A little bit of a longer game now. And I am on a time constraint. Beyond Two Souls is kind of cool. Any downloaded alternative Batman outfits could now be worn in the main story mode and new game. Plus, choose your alternative outfit after continuing your game from the main menu.
Figured you'd be by sooner or later. And what happens if I don't sign?
You rot in here, or you work for me.
That's cool. Amanda Waller.
It's been a long night, Alfred. Why don't you turn in?
Wouldn't dream of it, sir. Not until you're back safe and sound.
Well, if you're sure you're up for it, I've got a few loose ends to tie up out here, and I could use your help.
You can count on it. And when you get home, we can finally have that Christmas dinner I've been keeping warm for you for our breakfast.
Alright, I'm gonna let that saving finish up. There it goes. And I'm gonna close it out. Alright, guys. I'll figure out which game to play next, and I'll catch up with you.